Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for Pixels and Bits on TheOvershield.com with your hosts, Corey, Manny, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits. Welcome to Pixels and Bits on TheOvershield.com. My name is Corey. Hi, welcome to episode 65 of Pixels and Bits. I'm your host as always, Corey, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Manny, Tommy, and Andrew. Say hi, guys.
Hello, Internet. What's up, guys?
And today we are joined by a guest, a very special guest. He goes by the name John Doe, but John Doe, would you actually like to tell us who you really are?
Oh, hello, my name is TheoreticalTubes. You can call me Theo for short.
All right, Theodore Roosevelt. Now it is time to move into the Overshield news desk. Hit the music. We don't have money, so we just do this.
It works.
All right, first little piece of news is regarding me and Manny's favorite convention, SGC, the Screwtack Gaming Convention, which all of us will be at.
Oh, okay.
Even Theo, he doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
Are you paying for his trip, Corey?
Yeah,
Huh?
if somebody's paying for me, I'll be more than happy to go.
I mean, I'm paying for the hotel, all right?
You just gotta get there.
Just got to get there.
All right.
It's all the way in Dallas.
Well, you know what they say, everywhere's within walking distance if you have the time.
Dallas, July 11th through the 13th, and they've actually just released the very first the first initial guest list. We have the Peanut Butter Gamer, Black Nerd Comedy, Pro Jared, Smooth McGrew, the Angry Video Game Nerd, the Game Theorist, Brental Floss, Mega 64, the Crew of Hidden Block, John Tron, Angry Joe, the original PSP, the Game Chasers, and Pat the NES Punk. That's a hell of a lineup already.
I like everyone on that list except Peanut Butter Gamer.
Why do you hate Peanut Butter Gamer?
I'm just not a fan of him. I'm just being honest here. I'm not a big fan of JonTron either, but
John
Peanut Butter
amazing,
Gamer.
you asshole.
What?
hey,
He just lost some serious cool points, dude.
I mean, hey,
I think Manny is getting a tent in his pants over meeting Joe.
I mean, I love Angry Joe, and I love some of the other people you said, like the Game Theorists, and I can't even think of everyone you said, like Black Nerd Comedy. I like those guys. Just Peanut Butter and Gamer and JonTron, they don't really do it for me. I think they're too silly. Like Peanut Butter Gamer, he made Zelda Month go for like 53 days.
It's true.
He can't count. So
Hey,
I mean, how can
come
I
on,
take him
come on.
seriously?
No, it's not that he can't count. It's just that Zelda Month is so amazing that it takes more than 1 month.
I'm just saying, like, when I watch his videos, like, I think they're okay. I just don't think that it's as good as some of the other people that work with Polaris.
Now, let's move on to the rumor mill. And we only got one rumor going around the mill this week. And that is... yeah, we only got one rumor going spinning around. And that is that two Assassin's Creed games have been leaked. Both are coming this fall. So, the first one is codenamed Assassin's Creed Unity. And this is leaked from a source that's said to be within Ubisoft. And then there would be another Assassin's Creed title, codenamed Comet. And one of these, we don't know which, it's probably Unity, which is everybody's guessing, is going to take place in 18th century Paris. Probably during the French Revolution.
I'm down with that.
That's
Actually, you
good.
know what I think it'd be really cool is if you had one that was in Russia during the 18th and 19th century.
Well, they do have a Russian assassin. He's in the comics.
Yeah. No, I know. It's just like, well, it's like Russians are inherently badass, and here's a time when Russians are freaking killing everything. There you go.
Well, that
Well, not killing everything, but just a time of like complete anarchy and shit.
well, it just seems like that's something that Assassin's Creed could do is allow you to visit these historical points and experience them yourself instead of just reading them in a history book.
True. Which is, I think that's like the cool thing. Like, I described it to one of my teachers, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you get to run around Rome, and and I was in a class where we talked about ancient Rome because I study history, and he was like fascinated by is like I'm like talking about these buildings and shit, like I just memorized it from the textbook, and he's like, "You've been doing your reading." I'm like, "No, I've actually been playing video games." And I'm like, "What?" And it's just like, "Oh yeah, there's this video game that allows me to run around in like Renaissance Rome." And it's like 100% historically accurate rebuild, well, as close as possible, of the real Rome.
Oh yeah, it's probably far better to learn things when you can actually have fun doing it. Heck, what was it that one game? I'm trying to remember. Flashpoint Red River? Like the opening
Oh yeah.
the opening sequence, they talk about the whole Iraqi war situation. From that opening sequence, I learned more about that situation than I did when I was in high school.
Thank you, high school education. Now, I'm really kind of interested in going back to Europe because the pirate setting was really cool. Though I pray, please let there be a new engine this time, not just the new lighting engine, but new textures, please, because the lighting and everything looked amazing in Assassin's Creed 4, but the textures felt a little. Did anybody else that they felt a little just kind of washed or bland?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have never played any Assassin's Creed game ever, so.
Of course you haven't, Andrew.
God damn it, Andrew.
Well,
Remember, he
actually, wait,
doesn't
I
play
can't
good
say that.
games.
I can't say that. I can't say that. And hold on, I'll get it. I played the first one. I played the first one, but not for a lot.
So
But I
don't
hear
say
the
you
second
never
one is the
The
best
first
one.
one's the worst one.
I hear the second one's the best one. Is
It
that
is.
true?
Yeah.
I would say Brotherhood is because
That's
it
my
took everything
favorite.
that 2
I'd agree.
was and made it better.
Okay,
I'd
well, I was
agree.
just wondering. So let me ask you a question. If I were to get into Assassin's Creed, do I need to start with the first game, or can I just safely go on starting with the second?
It
Do
would,
what I did
it would probably
and
be
give up on the first game, read about it on the Wikipedia page, and then just go from there.
yeah, because in the first one, there's not a whole lot in the way of like story or
Story.
even character development. And I don't really think you even need to start the second one. I think they do like a previously on Assassin's Creed thing at the beginning, don't they?
They do each game.
I-
There's like a
I
previous
learned-
stuff.
I learned more about the story of Assassin's Creed 1 from Assassin's Creed Revelations than I did from playing Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, because I think Assassin's Creed
True.
I think Assassin's Creed 1 was just meant to be a proof of concept, wasn't it? They really
Yeah,
didn't care that
it was
much.
kind of a prototype.
Yeah.
To about your comment, telling me that I don't play good games. I think I'm the only one. Maybe this is different about Theo that has actually beaten The Last of Us. Okay.
Oh well, finally. You like that game?
You know
Oh,
what's
dude,
weird?
it was amazing.
Good.
You know what's weird is Manny is the Sony fanboy here, since he owns PS3, PlayStation Vita, PSP, and PS4, and yet he's still to play Uncharted or The Last of Us. He hasn't touched any of the Naughty Dog games.
Really?
What are you talking about? I played Uncharted with you, Corey. Hell, we had a drinking game.
Oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah, where
but
were
that
you?
didn't last very long. That did not last long at all.
I can tell your memory proved that.
Yeah, maybe for Corey. It didn't.
No, we did it for like an hour and a half, and then we got too drunk.
Yeah, I had the most vodka out of the group. It was fun.
And
Well,
anyways,
yeah, because we were drinking straight out of a bottle. But anyways,
Yeah.
moving off the rumor mill.
the rumor mill is apparently Corey and Manny got drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually does not happen often at all. But moving on, we're going to talk about one of my favorite franchises that I loved. Sadly, it's been shelved and probably will never be brought back, and that's the Guitar Hero series.
Why are they getting rid of it? I thought people loved that.
Yeah.
It was
Everybody
a
loves
phase.
plastic. It was a phase. But Activision has put out an announcement that, quote unquote, sad to say that the downloadable songs Guitar Hero, DJ Hero, and Band Hero games, and the Guitar Hero mobile game will no longer be available after March 31st. The Guitar Hero servers will stay online, and previous purchased downloadable content is unaffected by this change. We want to thank you for supporting Guitar Hero over the last 9 years. To celebrate this great community, selected songs and tracks will be available for as much as a 50% discount on Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii from now until the end of the month. For more information, please visit the store on your console.
You know, that's actually not true, because I think the Wii's internet is going down on the 25th.
Yeah.
So they should
I forgot they're taking down the services for the Wii.
Yeah, so they probably should update that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Activision and Nintendo really talk.
Yeah, I think it's been a few years.
It has been. Because, you know, Bobby Kotick.
But,
Devil.
I mean, this might be a stupid question. This might be a stupid question, but this doesn't affect Rock Band in any way, does it? Because most people, I think, like Rock Band more than Guitar Hero.
I'm trying to remember. Who published Rock Band? Wasn't it EA?
It's made by the same company.
It's made by Harmonix, but who actually, like, published Rock Band, now that I think about it?
Hold on, I'm trying to look for my Rock Band titles.
It was published by MTV
Oh,
and
God.
EA.
Oh, that just sounds horrible.
It
Yeah, I
does.
know. So
Can't
let's
believe it
say the
actually
two
turned out
first
successful.
American companies ever. That's, well, in entertainment, and ship them together to... All right,
Hold on, I got my Green Day Rock Band right here. Let's see.
I figured you of all people would have the Green Day Rock
Dude, it's
Band.
my favorite band. Of course I would. Harmonix, MTV Games, and EA. Yep, you are absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, sad day, but if you really like, you could literally probably pick up Guitar Hero 3 if you have a controller already, and like, well, any of the Guitar Hero games for like under $5, and then you can get all the DLC probably like $10. So there you go. You can have like one of the Guitar Hero games with all its DLC for like $15.
Nice. I need to tell my stepdad about that. He's really into Guitar Hero.
Oh, he's gonna be sad to learn when it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of
Anyways.
sucks because I am legitimately really good at Guitar Hero. I've been for a long time. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's one of the only games I'm like, dude, I'm going to go to a tournament and win. Like, I'm really good at shredding on that plastic guitar.
I used to be, and then it's like when you stop playing, it really messes with you. It really does. It's everybody's like, oh, it's like a bicycle. You just got to get back on. I'm just like, no, and don't. No, you don't. Not when you're trying to play YYZ on Expert. Fuck that. Now, gonna move back to Ubisoft, and we're gonna talk about Ghost Recon. More specifically, Ghost Recon Online, which was announced years back. It's been renamed. It's no longer Ghost Recon Online. It's now Ghost Recon Phantoms, with the reason made is because they made a ton of changes to the fact that the gameplay has been tweaked to focus on elements that are similarly found in MOBA games. This doesn't mean that it's a MOBA, which, wow, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
First-person shooter MOBA?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what's going to happen next. I mean, they already made a MOBA in third person with Smite, so I mean, it's probably only natural before you see Call of Duty, MOBA, Ghost
Oh my
2.
Oh, what if they do like Call of Duty with the Skylanders route?
Oh my god.
Get your ghost figurine.
Dude,
Get
I-
Captain Price.
Dude, I am buying the dog. I am buying the dog, and I am going to be the best Call of Duty MOBA player in the world.
Oh God, Andrew.
Well,
If they do, if they
the game
do,
is the game has been revealed that it's getting a release date for April 10th for the PC, which is that's pretty quick. Just come out of the blue and be like, hey guys, Ghost Recon Online's now Ghost Recon Phantoms. Guess what's coming out in 3 weeks? Yeah.
they probably just forgot about it.
They probably did.
You know, it's like you're having a party, but you forgot to tell people that the party was
They've-
actually
they've been
happening. So you gotta hurry up and
They've
tweet
been
it out.
They've been so busy promoting the shit out of Watch Dogs and South Park. They're like, oh fuck, we got this Ghost Recon game.
Oh man, did you guys hear about the game that Montreal kind of just pooped out? The Deus Ex: The Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like they didn't notice that there was no, programming for that. They're like, all right, guys, we made this. Let's just try to put it on Steam. Maybe no one will notice. And
Maybe nobody will notice that we just, didn't try.
Right? Goodness, how to poop on a license 101.
Now, let's talk about Castlevania. Sadly, the Castlevania's producer, Koji Igarashi, has left Konami, meaning that Castlevania is going to now need a new producer. In a statement released from Konami, quote unquote, this is actually from Igarashi. I've decided to break out of my own to have the freedom to make the kind of games I really want to make. The same kind I think fans of my past games want as well. Leaving Konami was a big decision and not one I took lightly. I've spent my entire career there, made many friends, and had a lot of great opportunities. But I hope all the gamers and fans who have supported me in the past will join me in being excited about what comes next. Wish me luck. I almost got through that flawlessly. Damn it.
Almost. So basically what he wants to do is make actual Castlevania games.
Yes.
I mean, is this going to be like another Mighty Number 9 situation, but with Castlevania?
I don't know. I want another Aria of Sorrow. That's just me.
I mean,
sorry.
I mean, I'm just like, and especially, I'm not sure if you're going to ask, but if they're going to have, maybe they should have David Jaffe be the new guy heading that studio. If they're trying to emulate God of War so much, I mean, just bring him on. You know what I mean?
True, and then like David Jaffe will look at the letter saying, "Hey, we want to hire." Be like, "What the fuck is this? Fuck that. Fuck. Let's go fucking make another game. Fuck." Okay, truthfully, David Jaffe doesn't actually talk like that. If you listen to our interview with him, but he is pretty loose with his foul language.
Yeah.
I
still think for that
get along really well. My uncle can't finish a sentence without swearing. Trust me.
Now, Sony during GDC revealed something very, very interesting. They confirmed that The Last Guardian is still being made.
Of course it is. I mean, okay, I am legitimately excited, but I'm just tired of being excited, if that makes any sense.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I am the exact same way with Half-Life 3 at this point.
Oh, keep waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow
I don't
Six.
know, maybe
The Last Guardian sequel will be out before Half-Life 3 comes out.
I don't know, maybe it's a good idea for them to never make Half-Life 3. But with all the hype that people have put up around, Half-Life 2, I don't know if they could ever live up to the expectations.
True.
Half-Life 3 forever.
It's like their most critically acclaimed franchise. They can't just go without it. And I don't know. But we're way off topic. Last Guardian. I'm not sure what to think of The Last Guardian because it's like, yeah, it's from Team Ico, who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, and that's it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you look at those two games, they're both really well, highly acclaimed games, and they're both beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Though, I don't know. I actually never really got to play a whole lot of Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I played it a bit, I killed the first Colossus, and that was the most I ever got to play of it.
If you have the chance, go back and play it again. It's pretty good. Personally, I didn't like the ending, but that was just me.
I mean, like, I already know the ending because everybody on the internet won't shut up about it. I already know, like, the horse dies and all this shit.
Hey,
seriously, I haven't played this. What?
I know, right? I'm in the middle of playing it. Good, Corey. Good. This
Now
is
the
worse.
horse
How
dies?
can you guys like not know this shit and still hang around the internet? Like every time I see somebody bring up like Shadow of the Colossus in a top 10, they always fucking spoil it.
Because every time I go on the internet, I kind of put my hands in my ears and go, nah, blah, blah, because I don't want people to ruin it. I've done it myself. Do you remember when I talked about Mass Effect 3 like a year ago? God, everyone's like, God, spoiler, noob. And I'm just like, dude, like, calm down. I understand, so...
Well, that was like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, it's 2 years old
wasn't
now.
that when... Yeah, wasn't that when wasn't that when I got invited onto Tommy's podcast before we hired him?
I love how it's my podcast.
It was my podcast.
Well, I didn't
First
know
of
it
all,
was yours.
I own that failed podcast, not him.
Yeah, so blame Andrew, not me.
Whatever. Moving on. Another franchise is getting a reboot. We got a rebooted franchise, people.
Ooh, Sailor Moon.
Nope. Though there is going to be a new Sailor Moon this later this summer.
Powerpuff
The
Girls?
new Powerpuff Girls game?
Nope.
It is getting rebooted though.
I know, there's a new
No,
game on Steam.
Yeah.
It's coming from Warner Brothers Interactive, and they got the license off of Midway. What could the game be? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It is Gauntlet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
my voice cracked. I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Yet another game I've never played.
So yes, Gauntlet is coming back.
I love Gauntlet. The
Oh,
original.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, hi, Manny. Where
I
have you
no idea
been?
what it is.
Goodness.
Fucking had a revelation, man.
He had an epiphany.
All right, he hasn't said anything in like 10 minutes. Oh my God, Gauntlet.
5th grade all over again.
The game will. All we know is that the game will feature 4 classes: Warrior, Wizard, Valkyrie, and Elf.
Oh,
They don't-
Each will have their own play style.
Why is
Yeah.
Elf its own class?
I don't know why Elf gets his own class. It's kind of like that one. It's like the weird one that sticks out. Kind of like in South Park, Stick of Truth. It's like you are a fighter, a mage, a thief, or a Jew.
If Gauntlet does not bring back the Jester class, I'll be very upset.
oh yeah, that's right.
Man, I
No.
love throwing those bombs.
Now here's something that Andrew's gonna get excited about
Oh.
because a little iOS game might be returning.
Shut
that
your
is-
mouth.
That is Flappy Bird.
'Cause I'm flappy.
God damn it.
So is it?
Okay.
So is it the guy who made the game re-releasing it, or did somebody like
No,
buy the?
well, Dong Nugan, yeah, that's his real name. Basically confirmed his little change of heart on Twitter yesterday. After whether he was asked whether or not Flappy Bird will return to the App Store, he says yes, but not soon.
See, what's going to happen first is Capcom is going to buy Flappy Birds. They're going to make an HD remake and then put Ryu in the game. Make the little Flappy Bird have a Ryu headband. It's going to
Don't
be
forget
amazing.
in-game DLC, man.
Exactly. So you can buy other headbands and you can make like the little Flappy Bird green and have orange hair like Blanca. Right? It'll be the most amazing Capcom game to be released next year.
That'll be the only
Exactly.
Capcom game next year. Now, let's move on to Microsoft. Got a little bit of news regarding Microsoft this week. First off, they've confirmed that the Xbox One will launch in 26 more territories this September. It'll launch in, for those who are listening internationally, Argentina, Belgium, Chile, Colombia, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, Greece, Hungary, India, Israel, Japan, Korea, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Slovakia, South Africa, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates.
Aren't you in Colombia, Corey?
Wrong Colombia. Our Colombia... Well, I can't say this Colombia isn't full of drugs because it's a college town, so there are drugs floating around.
So let me get this straight. We're willing to put sanctions on Russia, but we'll sell them our Xboxes?
Seems so.
Sounds legit.
That sounds a little Putin-y.
Oh jeez.
Hey, I guess Microsoft was just Stalin.
Oh.
Oh.
You had to! Now, in other news, Phil Spencer, for those who remember from E3 and whatnot, the Microsoft Studios vice president, came out basically attacking the idea of fanboyism, of console fanboyism. He says that the faction formation around one console and dislike towards people who own rival consoles is unhealthy. Quote unquote, there seems to be this natural faction that gets created around what console you own. And then I would call it an unhealthy dislike for people who own the other console. I love the fans we have, but I don't think being a fan of Xbox does not mean you can't be a fan of something else or you have to be an anti-fan of some other brand. At least I'm not. I own a PlayStation 4. I play games on the PlayStation 4. I own a Wii U. I play games on my Wii U. I learn a ton from what happens on those other platforms. A year ago, the question was whether console wars were relevant anymore, and has the industry moved beyond console gaming? Is anyone going to show up to the party when these two big console manufacturers bring their products out in November? And today, I think we'd all say that hasn't been a problem. If you look at what both consoles have done, it's been an amazing year. I actually agree with them. As fun as it is to kind of like, kind of throw banter around and be like, my console's better than yours, ha ha ha, and that whole thing. It's very childish.
It is. I agree too. I don't really understand why people get so fanatic, especially about an inanimate object.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't dislike the Xbox One. I don't dislike the Wii U. Just because I don't own them doesn't mean I dislike them. I dislike Microsoft.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The actual console itself, I don't have that much of a problem with. It's Microshaft.
But I don't know. I wish people would just kind of just go past this the 90s fanboyism of Sega does what Nintendo don't and that whole shit. I mean, I wish people would just kind of get past that.
I agree. And don't you guys think it's ridiculous? Nice. Don't you guys think it's ridiculous how people don't consider the Wii U a current gen console? Like people.
That does irk me.
Right?
That really does.
Like, because people like in my school, like they'll be talking, oh man, I have a PS4, I have an Xbox One, and then there's a few guys that have Wii U's, and no one like takes them seriously. I'm like, the Wii U, for as much slack as you're giving it, actually has the best library of any of the systems out right now.
And it will have period the best library. Why? Because it's fucking Nintendo. They make the best first party games, and period. Nobody can top that. Nobody can argue against that.
Exactly. I get tired of people always not taking them seriously. There's a reason why the 3DS prints money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I have never heard that before. People honestly think the Wii U is not a console.
Yeah, out here, at least out here in California, everyone I talk
to... Oh,
no,
that's not a console, that it's a next-gen console.
Like,
console.
People think it's a child, like, it is childish in a way, like, just because the games are more kid-friendly.
The thing is that everybody's shipping it with the Wii.
There's a lot of problems in terms of marketing, but when you talk to most people, like, about current gen people, they don't think about the Wii U. They just think that's, that's for kids. That's, but again, like, when you go to a party, right, and if someone's hooking up something, you're like, yeah, there's the rock bands, there's the other things, but, like, how many times have we all sat down with friends and played Mario Kart, or Super Smash Brothers, or Mario Party, or different things like that? There's a reason why Nintendo games have more staying power than your Halos, or your Resident Evils, or your whatever you're talking about. As much as I like, you have to agree with me.
Yeah, I agree with it. There was like one time I was talking with somebody. I don't remember who it was, but it was some. I don't think he was really even. He wasn't a serious gamer. He was kind of like one of those people that like. He's like, yeah, I game. I buy a game every couple months. I play Call of Duty and stuff like that. And basically, he was really ragging on Nintendo. He's like, oh, only Nintendo's for babies. I'm just like, hey, so did you like The Lion King? He's just like, yo, dude, I fucking love The Lion King. I'm like, what are you, a baby?
I mean, exactly. I can't. Go ahead.
No, it's just I still can't wrap. It's not a next gen. I mean, I guess I can kind of see, because it does. I guess to somebody who really doesn't own one, it would just look like, they slapped a 3DS on it or something. But wow, that's just. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this.
Yeah, it's
just one of those things.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you hear it and you gotta stop and think about it and try to imagine the logic that went into coming to this conclusion.
Well, it's just that, like, everybody places so much emphasis on graphical power in terms of, like, that's what defines next gen. I actually think, like, what defines next gen is the gaming experiences, or the experiences that consoles can offer, like the whole sharing thing with PS4. To me, that's more next gen than the actual graphical hardware.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as countless video games, and I'm sure you guys can name off a few, as a lot of video games have shown, good graphics doth not a good game make.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's
So-
true.
Yeah, and it would be nice that with these new consoles, they are going to have a lot more power. So
I mean,
game companies,
if you want any more proof, name a year in which a Nintendo game wasn't in the running for Game of the Year.
There isn't
Exactly.
one. Just simply.
Exactly.
I mean, every time Nintendo puts out a first-party game, it's great. And you know what? Their third-party support may be limited, but what third-party games they do get, like stuff like Bayonetta 2, there are things like that. Like I think with the Wonderful 101 was a
I'm
third-party
not
game.
even sure if I can consider Bayonetta 2 third party because technically Nintendo is publishing it and funding it.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's not developed in-house though.
No, it's considered second party. It's like like with their relationship with Retro or Rare.
Oh, okay. But it's ridiculous, honestly. I mean, Manny, Tommy, either one of you have anything to say?
Yeah, I've been pretty
no.
quiet, but yeah.
Nope.
No, but I mean,
You know me and my PS PlayStation fanboyism, so nope.
I know, right? He's over there just hoarding all of his PlayStation stuff.
All my videos.
Actually, he's probably playing Hatsune Miku Project Diva right now.
How did
yeah,
you
not many
guess,
people
Corey?
like that video, man.
Are you seriously? Is that what you're doing right now, Manny?
No, no. Hey, did Corey tell you all though? I got to interview the developers from Sega on that game at our last convention.
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah,
told
it
me
was-
though.
It was
Manny.
fun stuff, man.
Yes, yeah. Sega was out there, and they even had like girls dressed in like Hatsune Miku characters, just kind of standing there looking pretty.
Oh, that must be fun for you, Manny.
Oh, it was. What's even more fun is when they came up to me afterwards.
Ooh, there you go.
Anyways,
Now
back to Nintendo.
we're gonna go back to what we were originally talking about, which was Microsoft.
Oh, whoops. Microsoft. See?
So, next story. This isn't. I think this is interesting because I don't see how this is going to work. But here's the title, the headline: Players could be rewarded for good behavior on Xbox Live.
well, I guess it would be something kind of like what they have in GTA 5.
I guess so. Well, Microsoft announced at this year's GDC a potential system for Xbox Live that could be intertwined with the service's current reputation indicators, which is the stars and shit, which lets gamers know whether or not someone is a dick or they're nice. But they're going to take it a step further, and that well-mannered players can be bestowed with unspecified rewards. Microsoft Frank Savage feels that these rewards will be discounts, gamer score, avatar items. Nothing too big, but still kind of a nice little, here you go, here's what you get for not being a dick.
Well, I can already see one problem with that setup: other players. If they know that by giving, if you have a good score, you get discounts, then chances are, even if you're not a dick, they're gonna downvote you just so that way you don't get these rewards.
Fucking internet trolls.
Exactly. So you'd have to have some sort of way to check to make sure that these are legitimate complaints and, upvotes and downvotes and not people just trying to cheat the system.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how you would even track mannered players. How would you do that? What sort of algorithm could do that?
I guess it might be that you'd have to do something with the game, the company who made the game, so that way you can track, did they stay for the whole duration of the match?
Yeah.
Like if they play Dark Souls, or if they play, I guess it would be more like Fable. Did they
Or if they
actually
were
help?
play-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you said Dark Souls. I'm thinking like did they invade another guy's world and just kill him and shit?
Yeah, did they invade another guy's world and they were massively higher level than them, or especially again with Dark Souls, do they do what is that? They put down the soapstone so they can be summoned and help to fight a
Yeah.
boss. If you had something like that, then that would be a good way to reward people for doing stuff like that. But
Exactly.
if it's just based on like upvote downvote, then that's going to have about as much credibility as the upvote downvote system in YouTube.
Yeah. No, I interesting concept, but let's move away and talk about Rare.
Oh, don't get me started. Perfect Dark.
Dude, don't get me started.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? Don't get John Jafari started because Well, we've all seen what happens when Banjo Kazooie gets involved with John Jafar. Now, people were given hope a few months back when a studio executive at Rare said the developer has ideas for older Rare IPs. So everybody's like, oh my god, there's gonna be a new Banjo, a new Conker. Well, unfortunately, things seem to have taken a bit of a turn, as the company announced that despite moving away from the controversial Kinect titles they make, which they continue to praise and say that those are great, older IPs may not be... Well, they may not be looking at that anymore. Talking with GameSpot, executive producer Danny Isaac, who is the producer on Kinect Sports Rivals, discussed his thoughts on the Kinect device itself. Even with prior Kinect Sports titles being labeled unresponsive, frustrating, Isaac feels that motion-centric accessory, the motion-centric accessory, God, it's a tongue twister for me, is necessary to push gaming's, scorning those who limit the industry, basically saying like, oh, the Kinect sucks. He says, 20 years ago, I'd have a team that would be going crazy if they had this kind of technology. So we get Kinect, and these kinds of naysayers will say, well, I don't want it. I just want to sit there with my headphones and play first-person shooters. Great, I get that, but come on, guys. We're a highly creative industry. We really, really are. Yes, Rare Creative. When was the last time those two words mixed? Probably not since Viva Pinata.
Yeah.
And even then, I wasn't a fan of Viva Pinata. I thought it was kind of stupid.
I haven't played it, but I heard it's good. I mean, I've heard both. I've heard it's stupid, and I've heard it's fun, so...
Yeah. But, yes, we may not see the Bird and Bear return.
Wah, wah.
Fucking hell, Microsoft. What a way to waste $800 million.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, I agree. It's just funny.
Didn't Rare make... this is gonna sound really dumb. Didn't Rare make that Kinect only Sesame Street game?
No, that was Tim Schafer and Double Fine.
Okay, that's even almost as hilarious. God, my lap probably... Anyway, go ahead.
Final Xbox story. And this one, man, this pisses me off.
Titanfall?
Because Titanfall was supposed to come out next week. Tuesday. Titanfall is supposed to come out Tuesday next week. And what happens? Oh, it's been delayed.
Dun dun dun.
Did they bother to give a reason, or did they just say...
They said that the game still needs tweaking, but I'm just like, you know what? That's bullshit. We all know you've printed the discs already. There's no way the game isn't finished and it's a week out and you don't have the discs printed.
It would have been nice if they'd tell you what kind of tweaking, or in the very least how bad the tweaking was.
Yeah.
Not just,
Now,
there's something we don't like, we're going to change it, so you don't get Titanfall.
Here's the thing. The 360 version isn't being made by Respawn. It's being made by Bluepoint. Which, for those who are wondering who the fuck Bluepoint is, if I remember, they did the Metal Gear Solid HD re-release. I think.
I have that somewhere. Give me a second.
Oh wait, here we go. Here's the titles they worked on: the God of War collection, the Team Ico collection, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
So they don't really...
So they just take games and give them a spit polish?
Pretty much. So, and I'm not gonna lie, their HD collections are pretty good. Those are like the 3 best HD collections for PS3.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm confident that the port itself is going to be good. I'm just frustrated that like everybody knows that the only reason this game was delayed is so that they could sell more Xbox Ones.
That's more than likely.
I mean, it makes sense. It's if you have it console exclusive to your next gen console, and it's just like, hey, you can have this. You can get the Titanfall bundle for like $500. They're probably really trying to push that to the point where Microsoft's like, hey, EA, here's a couple more million. Can you please just wait until to put that game out? We want to sell a little bit more, just a little bit more. And I bet EA is just like, fine.
It probably wasn't even that. It was probably just Microsoft saying, "Hey, EA, we're about to screw over our company or our customers. Want to help? Sure."
It's like, sure, why don't we? We totally want to be the third year in a row the worst company in America.
Is that what you're gonna say? Third world?
Third world.
We want to be a third world company.
EA is turning into a bit of a third world developer at this point.
Oh goodness.
Now, let's talk about a really interesting story this week. Because it looks like GameStop is going to have a little bit of competition in the used game market. And I don't mean a little competition, I mean big time. Because who is getting into it? Of course, it's Walmart.
So not only can you pick
Wow.
up spoiled fruit, but you can get used games.
Yeah.
Well, on the subject of Walmart, I don't know if you guys have it at the Walmarts where you live, but it's here. Does anybody else find it funny that the Walmart is pretty much plastered with Duck Dynasty stuff?
Oh, big time. It's
Dude,
all over
no.
around here.
You don't even understand here. Since we live in Missouri,
Midwest.
so like, which is like Hunting Town, USA.
Yep.
Not real, but like still, like literally our town is like half college students, half redneck executives.
So,
True story.
So
Probably
is
more
this
college students, but yeah.
so is this used game gonna replace the I don't even know if they have them anymore, but the $20 bin?
Maybe.
I'd imagine
But,
so.
starting next week on March 26th, Walmart and Sam's Clubs will begin accepting trade-ins on games and gaming hardware. You will even be allowed to trade in the games online. But you can only do it for Walmart gift cards. You don't have cash, which is what GameStop does. Which technically makes GameStop a pawn shop. But
Yeah, pretty much.
your used products will be sent to a refurb center before hitting the store shelf in another consumer's purchase. So basically, they're doing what Best Buy is
I was
doing.
gonna say that's exactly what Best Buy does.
Now, let's see. If you trade in an Xbox One, $390. PS4, $375. I get my money back on my PS4? Shit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Nice. The Wii U. Wow. 120.
Oh.
Ooh,
That's
that's
not
less than half. Yeah,
Wow.
that's not good.
That sucks.
Somebody's not a Nintendo fan.
Now,
Yeah.
somebody, yeah. Now, if you're saying this is like, oh, how could this be big competition? Let me be clear. Walmart makes up majority of game sales worldwide. They make up 60% of all sales. It's because there's Walmarts everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, yeah, Columbia, where I live, we got 3 GameStops, yeah, but we got 3 Walmart Supercenters and a Sam's Club.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to like a big city, it's just like, oh yeah, there's like 6 GameStops. But for like every 6 GameStops, there's like 20 Walmarts. So, and there's Walmarts everywhere. I mean, I could go to some rinky-dink town with like 2,000 people, and there's a fucking Walmart.
And there's just the added benefit of, you can get other stuff while you're there.
Exactly. It's like I can get my game and my late night snack binge too. Sweet.
And
Don't forget spoiled
Dynasty
fruit.
beard.
Spoiled fruit. You're still on that?
You want those bananas with like the spider babies on them?
How would you guys like a big bag of nope?
Yeah.
Now, next story, and this one I think is really, really interesting because this is definitely going to change the way games are developed. And I mean that honestly. This is really surprising. Epic has announced that the Unreal Engine 4 they'll be releasing the SDK as a subscription service. Instead of having to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a license, subscribers will gain access to the entire engine, and I mean the entire engine, for only $19 a month and 5% of their gross revenue.
Nice. So then we should probably see like a huge graphics quality spike in indie games.
Yep, and oh wait, it gets even better because Crytek is now into this as well, and Crytek is saying this is like, no, guess what? We're gonna do that. Crytek subscription model, $10 a month, royalty free. Fuck, man.
They just had to be that guy.
You know, Corey, this must be the first time they're publicly announcing that, because talking to the indie gamers from last year's SGC, a lot of them were already on board with that program. So,
Yeah. I mean, this is really cool. This is definitely gonna give a much more powerful hardware, engines to indie devs for a lot less cost and everything. So this will definitely bring down game costs, and I think a studio would be dumb to not do that, because that would drop cost by hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just saying, 5% of gross revenue, that's not too bad.
no, not
At all.
no.
Now let's talk. That's the end of the news desk. That is, because we're going to move on to the middle segment. This is the story that everybody has been talking about the whole week, and that is Project Morpheus. Do you know what Project Morpheus is?
Of course.
It is Sony's virtual reality headset for the PlayStation 4. Now, personally, I'm one of those people that thinks that they just should have bought Oculus Rift, and it probably would have been a lot cheaper. And you would have gotten John Carmack in there as well, because he works for Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
So basically, just by buying that one little company for like a few $1,000,000, you get one of the best programmers in the world, and all the research and development done for you. But the electronic giant has revealed their VR headset for PS4, and like I said, it's named Project Morpheus. While Sony president Suhei Yoshida said that this is by no means the final version, the prototype was available for demo at the event. I am totally jealous of those people. It included a 1080p display and positional tracking using the PlayStation camera. So it's kind of using the Move technology where it tracks the lights. Additionally, the same camera could be used to track the DualShock 4 or the PlayStation Move simultaneously. So the VR headset will support multiple headphone brands and produce 3D sound. But Sony didn't list any specifics. Some partners include Epic, Crytek, and a reworked version of Square Enix's engine as well. I don't remember what the actual engine name is, and nobody listed it, so whatever. Microsoft is rumored to be doing their VR headset, but I'm not putting really any faith into that at this point.
No, it seems like their attention should be on their Kinect, not... You know what I mean? Let's just focus on one piece of non-hardware.
That, especially with the big change in management that's going on, with, who's the asshole who is president of Xbox, who basically said, hey, you don't have an internet connection, we got a product for it, it's called Xbox 360. Who's that guy?
He doesn't work there
Don
anymore.
Matrick. Don Matrick.
Yeah, I thought he didn't work there anymore. I thought he got fired.
Does.
No, he left.
He moved on.
He's now CEO of Zynga.
Yep.
Fun.
So, but I think this is really cool, and I wanted to talk about virtual reality technology. We've brought up this topic before, but now that it's actually like concrete set that this is coming to consoles, or specifically the PlayStation 4, and you can also use motion controls with it. So I see huge potential in this, and I also see a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh yeah.
Corey, you know me. The closer we get to Sword Art Online, the happier I'm gonna be. So.
Yeah. The Manny just wants to live in his anime world.
Yeah, pretty much.
He wants to also get his own Asuna, and then get some anime booty.
And, well, I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah, he does.
I do want to eat. I do want to eat breakfast in the real world, though.
Eat breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen you eat breakfast, with the exception of one time at a convention. But
anyways,
moving on. I'm like really, really excited for the fact that, like I said, this is coming to consoles and everything, and it means that AAA developers have to give this a priority now,
That's,
or even or just have to look at it. They can't be like, it's not like the Oculus Rift. It's like, that's only for PC. It's not worth the investment.
yeah. Well, I mean, and the thing is if you're a company that likes to do the whole immersion thing with your games, how can you pass this up?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's actually, you know what I think would be really cool with this is Destiny.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, I'll tell you what would be really awesome though is the Ace Combat series. Like, see yourself in a fighter jet. Yeah, some people might throw up.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, Battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You just like look to the side of you, just see a guy get blown up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because there's a jet like flying right at you.
Okay, when they,
Oh.
I know since it's coming on the PlayStation, the game that should come bundled with the Morpheus is Outlast.
No. Fuck you. No. No. I will never play that game with a virtual reality headset. I can't even play that game on a freaking TV, man. Screw that.
No, I think one game that might be it's a really old game, but one that might be even better than that would be Cry of Fear. Can you imagine that with the VR headset?
I personally don't know what that is, so just
Oh,
being
you've
honest
never-
with you.
Cry of Fear is, I believe it was a Half-Life 1 modification. It's a horror game, and I believe it's on a lot of people's list as scariest game ever. I believe right now it's free and a standalone on Steam, so you can download it and give it a try.
Nice. Oh, you know what? I just thought of the worst possible / best possible experience with the VR headset.
Flappy Bird.
Dark Souls, first person perspective.
First-person Dark Souls.
Oh,
The way,
if I'm
with the way I used to do PvP, that
with the
would
move controller. With the move controller.
With the move controller, that would actually probably be really nice. Being able to actually control where the sword swings and stuff. But I don't know. I think if you did that, PvPers would just get way too excited. Because I don't know if it's the way it is in Dark Souls 2, but in Dark Souls 1, when you PvP, it's all about the backstabs. And just imagine being able to fight people who can't look behind them.
Now, here's the thing: is like we all know this is like virtual reality goes hand in hand with first-person games.
Yeah.
But not every game is first-person. So what do you do with that?
I mean, with a lot of games, this may sound like too simple, but I don't think it would be too hard of a problem to turn some games into first person. I mean, it might break some of them. I'll be honest with you. Like, I couldn't imagine turning like Resident Evil 4 into a first person game. That might be a little janky.
I couldn't imagine Mass Effect as first-person either.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
I mean, but I mean, since you were talking, Sim brought up earlier. I mean, a great first-person game that would probably get rid of some of the problems with controls, like turn Shadow of the Colossus into a first-person game. I mean,
Oh my dear God!
I mean,
that would be
That
epic.
would be an
Exactly.
experience.
exactly, because if you give it an up-res for the PlayStation 4 again, right? And then you turn it into a first-person perspective, and you bundle it with the Morpheus, or just something along those lines. So you get the graphical fidelity of a game that's already beautiful, and you get to really see the sheer scope of these things in first person, right there. I mean, you're probably going to poop your pants, but it would be something that would be really good.
Bundled with the headset is a new pair of pants.
Right?
See, Corey's gonna be that guy who goes to the strip clubs in Grand Theft Auto with his Morpheus. Be like, yeah, baby,
Making
shake
it rain.
that ass. You can rock your head and your screen rocks too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that'd be pretty immersive experience, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh.
I don't know, like, there's like the one game to me that just screams that like this will be great for it, and it's just like it won't happen.
Slender.
Not now. Is Titanfall?
No.
Well, Titanfall is already going to be on the Oculus Rift, so
Yes, but it's not the same. It's not the same. That's PC.
Yeah, true.
Well, not all of us are PC gamers. I like to, as much as I like to think that I'm an old school PC gamer. I was a PC gamer a long ass time ago, and then my PC caught fire. and that ended it.
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I think the Morpheus isn't gonna do well. I think that the Oculus Rift will do well because it's on PC. Because when you have a lot more freedom when you're on PC. They can mod it. They can do pretty much whatever they want. I mean, you've seen how people just upres things or make HD remakes on their own. Like,
But here's the problem with PC, and I hate to cut you, but here's the biggest problem with PC. Price and accessibility has always been the biggest problem with PC.
true.
Sony has already come out and promised that the Morpheus will literally be pulled out of the box, you plug it in, and it works. Whereas I'm sure with Oculus Rift, there's a lot of shit you have to go through. I'm sure it doesn't, you just plug it in and it works. I'm sure it doesn't work like that.
Driver updates.
Well, even if it, it's still, you have the Oculus Rift, which is PC. Then you have I keep forgetting its name, for the PlayStation.
Morpheus.
Yeah, the Morpheus for PlayStation 2. I guess
Just think
it's kind of,
Matrix.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like it won't I don't know. I guess it won't confuse people as much. I couldn't imagine that you could just get an Oculus Rift that could do both PC and and a console. You probably have to get like a specified version.
Plus, people tend to also gravitate toward. Not only is it, there's no word in whether or not it'll be pricier or cheaper, more expensive, but if it's more accessible, that's going to make it look good, and people will buy. We usually tend to buy things for accessibility, but also, I'm not gonna lie, it looks damn good. Like ergonomically, it looks really good. They said even though the design isn't finalized, like if they stay with that, it looks very appealing. It doesn't look like one of those old ass bulky VR headsets you saw from like the early 2000s. And to me, the Oculus Rift still kind of looks like that. It looks like a VR headset with a freaking ski goggle strapped to it.
Oh, here's another game for the Morpheus, the Elder Scrolls series.
Oh, that's right. And they actually they had a demo of Morpheus running on Thief at the GDC. So I bet that was I bet that was really trippy.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I'm really, really, really excited for virtual reality because when motion controls came out, I thought that was cool, but like for me, I always dreamed as a kid of the whole virtual reality.
You and me both, Corey.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why Manny watches Sword Art Online every day.
I don't watch it every day, but yeah.
Or why he dresses up as Kirito every day.
You mean for cosplays?
Well, he's always you're always either in Kirito jacket or Kung Fu jacket.
Yeah, or Raiden Rice Hat.
True. Manny does actually walk around with the rice hat on.
At Japanese conventions. It's racist, but it works.
And then he goes up to people and says, "Hi, I'm Melvin, the class otaku."
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
anyways, back to what we were on.
Yes. So I'm just gonna say this: if the Morpheus is priced at $300, would you buy it?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, that's for that price, I would buy it.
I'm gonna say no.
No?
Because personally, I mean, until I know that the thing is successful and I know that there's going to be a bevy of games for it, I'm personally fine leaving a game not strapped to my head in any kind
True,
of fashion. I'm okay, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that some people are like really into it and they want to like live in the game. And it's, you know what I mean? But I'm okay with having my real life here and my game on my TV.
Well, you stay in the past, Andrew. We'll move to the future.
Right?
Well, wait,
And while
you'll have to rescue us though if we get stuck.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
this is going to be like Spy
Yeah,
Kids 3D all over again.
Yeah, if a sort of online incident happens, we're kind of fucked, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, with PCs and these VR headsets, I know a lot of people do the whole like triple screen and make it so it's like 180-degree view. As far as I know, it ain't cheap nor is it easy to have that set up. But
No.
But
no, it's not.
But I believe, so it's like you can either spend the time, money to get that set up, or you can just strap a pair of ski goggles to your face. If if you're one of those people that is all about the immersion or the eye candy of video games.
Hell, I bet this thing will be. I bet Sony's going to probably get like a contractor or something with this, or I bet they're probably working on that already to use this for like military or something. Because virtual reality, flight simulators, soldier training, whatever, it'll work.
It worked. Didn't they go on? Yeah, no, they did, and I think it was in Metal Gear Solid 2. They were talking about that, about virtual reality training soldiers.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
What do they call it? What do they call it? The was it SS3, the Solid Snake Simulation? I believe that's the one they called it.
That sounds about right to me.
No, I think the Solid Snake Simulation was just that if you took any soldier and you put him in the situation that Snake was in Shadow Moses, they'd act the exact same way he did.
All right. Well, we need to let's finish this middle segment because this is starting to get on a little bit. So like I said, let's finish. Would you buy the Morpheus? Yes.
I already said no.
If I had a PlayStation, I probably would.
Well, yeah, if I have a PlayStation, maybe depending on the games, but...
Well, we know Tommy will never own a PlayStation, so that's a no from him. It is a no,
that is true, so, yeah.
Because Tommy just loves his Halo.
I do. I really do.
But then again, I love Halo too. I mean, I'm the one with the company called the Overshield,
that's right.
For Christ's sake, so... Alright, and that is the end of the middle segment. It's time to move on to... my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It is time for... people doing stupid shit. Hit the music.
I thought you were going to say, let's get ready to rumble. I'm just saying.
I could do that. But Tommy, take it away.
Alright, so what do you do when a man talks too much at a town meeting or town conference? You know, those city hall meetings or whatever.
What you do is you stand up and say, "Shut the fuck up!"
Oh, you throw your shoe at him.
Or if you live in Canada, and ice skate.
Ooh.
Ice skate?
Yeah.
Brutal.
Alright, yeah. Well, anyways, I guess in Michigan, Bridgeport...
That's close to Canada.
Yeah. In Bridgeport, yeah. You arrest the person if he talks too long. Yeah, a Michigan man was arrested after...
Sir, you exercise your freedom of speech too much.
Get off your soapbox.
The Michigan man...
Gotta share the soapbox now.
Sir, do you have a permit for that soapbox?
We could go on all day about that.
Oh, I'm sure you could. Anyways, the Michigan man has been arrested after authorities say he refused to stop talking past the 3-minute time limit for public comment at a township board meeting.
Man, as someone that legitimately used to sit on a city council for my little town, I really wish that I had that ability. You have no idea how much I wanted some of these people to shut up.
I don't know. It seems a little extreme. Couldn't you just taken the mic from him and told him go home? Just go home.
Go home. You're drunk.
Yeah. You're way too excited about the subject. Go home. Cool down.
It's like, this isn't the PTA, man. Go home.
He was also arrested on his birthday too. He was 59 years old.
Damn, dude.
What kind of birthday is that? I'm gonna go to a town meeting tonight, guys. Woo! Happy birthday! You're under arrest.
I bet somebody's just like, he's like, hey man, bet you won't do this shit on your birthdays. He's like, I'll fucking do it, man.
I'm going all the way, motherfucker.
Well, if he ain't got nothing better to do than go to a town meeting on his birthday, I mean, on the bright side, he can make friends in the prison.
Make friends.
Yeah, they'll open up your
Were
chocolate.
we saying about soap earlier? Were we saying about soap earlier? Oh.
No, they'll want you. They want you to get off that soapbox in prison.
Oh yeah.
They want you to get off of it so you can bend down and pick it up.
You're gonna have friends in your chocolate factory.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying, guys. Not that I've been there, but
Manny, is there something you haven't told me?
Look,
anyways, continue, Tommy.
Look, Manny, as long as you're the quarterback and not the receiver, it's whatever.
I'm the field goal kicker.
Oh.
Anyways,
All right, let's just move on to the next story because that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
let's.
All right, Stephanie Faye Hammond allegedly stabs husband for worshiping NASCAR.
Wow.
I'm a fan of NASCAR, but I can't stand the people who like this is like NASCAR my whole life.
A Tennessee woman was accused of smashing her car into a church and stabbing her husband in the chest because she said the devil was in her. Yeah, that's her excuse. Anyways,
Crashing the car into a church. Is she sure that she isn't the one who's obsessed with NASCAR?
yeah, well,
No,
Stephanie was.
She probably had to make a right turn to get to the church.
So do you think that she drove into the church simply to validate the whole devil's inside me claim?
Probably. Anyway, well, she was charged on Sunday with the attempt first-degree murder and felony vandalism. After 10 p.m., Stephanie's husband told authorities that his wife drove the car through the front doors of the church after she called him. When Stephen arrived, he said he found her laying in front of the altar. That's when his wife allegedly said the devil is in me before stabbing him in the chest with a kitchen knife. Okay, so there we go. More. All right.
That's some like conjuring shit there, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does this relate to NASCAR? Is that she felt her husband Stephen was worshiping the NASCAR race at Bristol, which made her mad, and she began having thoughts that the devil put in her head.
The NASCAR race. Oh,
The devil.
oh Lord of smoke and tires and gasoline, we pray that there be many crashes and booze drinking this weekend. Amen.
Right.
No, she probably went apeshit when she saw. Yeah, she probably went crazy when she saw 50 Cent being the new BET spokesrep for NASCAR. Have you guys heard about that? I'm like,
No.
what the hell?
No.
Yeah, 50 Cent is now BET's spoke rep or black people's rep for NASCAR, and I'm like, have you not seen the people who attend NASCAR?
I think that's more telling of how bad a situation 50 Cent is in.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
It's like 50.
Doesn't
Have
have
you
50
seen the
cents
people
anymore.
who go to this? They probably, no offense, dude, but they probably want to hang you. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I don't think you want to go to these things.
Especially in Georgia.
Yeah.
Or Alabama. I'm just saying those are the two most redneck states, period. I've never been more ashamed of my fellow Americans than I was when I was in Alabama. Oh man. Anyways, next story.
All right, so my final story. I got a question for you guys. Let's say you're going to a friend of yours going to McDonald's and they ask, "Hey, do you want anything there?" And you ask, "Okay, I want this," and they refuse to buy that for you. What would you do?
Stab them.
I'd say you're an ass.
Have a Mac
I'd ask
attack.
him what was the point of asking me then.
Exactly.
I mean, probably I would just take a piss on them. I mean, they took a piss on me.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's
saying.
what a
Anyways.
postal dude do.
Well,
I think Andrew has been playing a little too much Postal.
yeah. Well, anyways, this is a woman's response to that kind of question. She decides to torch the car after a man refused to buy her a McFlurry.
Fuck, dude. You know, at least be in theme with the item that you were going to request. Like, I don't know, dump a truck full of ice into his car. Instead of burning it, damn.
I scream, you scream. We all set cars on fire for ice cream.
I seriously hope that wasn't like her husband and that was their only car.
Let's see. When it says, oh, of course, it takes place in Florida. Ah,
Florida, America's foreskin.
All right.
We have to sing the
Have to
jingle.
Sing the jingle, exactly. Witness say a Florida woman gave a man's car the oil, gasoline plus fire combo after he refused to purchase a McFlurry dessert for her at McDonald's. The unnamed pair.
you already-
What? Go on.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bystanders watch the unnamed pair as their argument over frozen treats escalated around 12:30 a.m. Sunday at the McDonald's near, who cares where it's located. Next thing you know, the bystander says, next thing you know, she says, "I'm going to blow it up." And we were wondering what she was saying, and when she meant by that was the dude's car.
Oh, I thought she was in the restroom.
Okay, she got something out of the car, which happens to be a bottle, and then she got a gasoline from who knows where, one of the people said. She then poured everything all over it, and the next thing you know, there was a match, and it was just set up in blazes.
Damn.
Oh man.
I mean, like,
So the next time your woman says, "I need a McFlurry," you better buy her that damn McFlurry.
the question is, like, did he already buy her lunch?
I
mean, the way
this is
he's
like
made it
midnight.
sound,
This is
like-
after. This is a new day. It's Sunday. I don't know. I mean, this could
Well,
be
at
a
that
woman on
point,
a
it's
monthly period, but
30. I don't know why they're. Wow. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, if they're serving breakfast that late, you might as well get a sausage McMuffin. Hey, their breakfast is the best
Anyways.
part about McDonald's, man.
I think that is the end
it is.
of people doing stupid shit. And it's time to move on to our final segment, which is shoutouts. Theo, since you don't know what shoutouts are, shoutouts is very simple. You just shout out to the internet your favorite thing, person, whatever, it's like thing you want to give attention on the internet. So, who would like to go first?
I mean, I'll go
How about
first.
you, Manny?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
You know what, Manny? You go.
I am going, doggone it. Shoot. My shout out is gonna go to Crunchyroll. They recently released an app so you can watch your favorite animes on the PS Vita, which would have came in really handy at the last weekend at the convention Corey and I went to. But hey, it happened.
Except they released it like the day after.
I know. It's like, doggone it.
So Manny had to go get his anime fixed by sitting in a dinky little room.
Yeah, but we saw some
Aw.
cool stuff. We saw Gurren Lagann, man. Thanks to Corey.
Oh yeah, like it was weird. Like Manny had never seen Gurren Lagann to that point, and I bought the DVD box set for like $75.
Jesus.
And so I'm just like, and like Manny's just, well, it's like that's the cheapest
Yeah,
you can
that's
find
a steal,
now.
dude. Trust me.
Like it literally is a steal because like the only other company that prints it is Aniplex, and it's like $150 for the DVDs or $500 for the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking on those prices.
Goodness, are these
So-
discs made with gold? Are they gonna, give me? Are
They're
they
made
gonna
with
give me a reach
diamonds.
around? Are they gonna give me a reach around?
Oh god.
Your box set turns into a robot. That's what happens. Now, Manny had never seen it, so I made him sit down and watch the first 2 episodes, and Manny liked it so much that he went out and bought the other DVD box set that was there for $75.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Y'all
Anyways.
cray cray.
It's called anime cons. It's like, if you're gonna buy anything in an anime convention, it's DVDs.
Dude, I went
and
to-
that's just because they're typically cheaper than you can find them on the internet.
I went to AX.
Especially,
Okay, I went to Anime Expo in Los Angeles, and you don't see me buying no $75 anime discs.
Well, you should.
you should.
Just
you
especially
buy,
when they
like,
don't print them
figurines?
anymore.
Oh yeah.
I bought.
Like I got the old Bandai thing before they became Namco Bandai.
Yeah.
I pretty much bought nothing but Japanese candy. Just saying.
That's actually not that bad. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I mean, like me and Manny, like the last day, we went to like every vendor. So say, hey, you guys got any Japanese food? And they're like, no, we sold out first day.
Yeah, because of me.
Fucking hell, Andrew.
No. The cool
Anyways,
thing when I
that's
went to
the end of my shout out.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyways, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to John Green on YouTube. Now, normally I don't give out shout outs to things that aren't gaming, nerdy related, anything like that. But as someone who absolutely is if you don't know, my major in college is history. I think history is absolutely fascinating because it's like watching this sad soapbox that you know what the ending's gonna be, And it's just like, come on, damn it! It's like Hitler, don't you dare invade Russia! It's gonna fuck you over. He did it.
You starting that over again? Goodness.
Yeah. But John Green, he does something called Crash Course History. And it's a very good summarization of U.S. history, world history. He's doing psychology and stuff like that right now. Last episode I saw in psychology was talking about the homunculus, which if you don't know what a homunculus is, it's the drawing of the human body as proportioned by senses. So basically you would have a small body, large head, and large hands. But it's if you're not a fan of history, or you're just looking for it's like, oh, I'm taking a history class or something, I just need to get caught up on my history or something like that. If you want a good brief summary that's very informative, go to Crash Course on YouTube. Very helpful. I highly recommend it. So who's next?
All right, I guess it'll be me. Shout out goes to the Blu-ray releases of Dragon Ball Z. I have just purchased all 3 seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for like
snap.
for $60.
I'm planning to buy those, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see when they release them all, and I'm also waiting to see if they're ever going to release Battle of the Gods stateside.
We gotta wait for it. It's 20th Century Fox. We gotta wait on because right now they own the rights for that. For anything.
Wait. You're saying 20th Century Fox, not Funimation, has it?
Everything Dragon Ball Z related goes to Fox first. If they decide to do something with it, then they'll do something with it. If not, they'll just pass it down to Funimation.
Fuck you, Fox. I mean, you brought back like one of my favorite shows, Cosmos, back, but screw you. I hate you.
Yeah, so I don't know if they want to actually gonna do something about that with the Battle of the Gods, or because I mean it's been over a year, right?
It's been a year since the film came out, and I mean, look, Funimation's already releasing the dub for Attack on Titan, and that came out less than a year ago.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what Fox is thinking right now, but yeah, I know they released the pictures for season 4 through 6 on the Blu-rays, so it is happening.
Nice.
So
I mean, and they do look so much better
they
than
really
the orange
do.
box set.
I don't care if it's cropped; it looks beautiful. That's all that matters.
Everybody like complains. It's just like, oh, it's cropped. I'm like, yeah, it's cropped. It has to fit. The original was a 4:3.
Yeah, and it's very well cropped too. It's just it's good.
I know. I've seen the screenshots of the Blu-ray, and I think that it definitely does justice to the original.
Oh, I agree.
Now, if you were like the hardcore Dragon Ball fan and you want like the perfect box set, then yeah, you got to go back and buy the original DVDs, where basically it was like 4 episodes of DVD.
Yeah.
Which, good luck with that.
Yeah, and like
good luck.
And right now they're already taking pre-orders for season 4, which is supposed to come out in May. So I mean they're bringing these out really quickly.
Funimation, I have to applaud Funimation. They've been doing a really good job with their Blu-ray sets.
Oh yeah, I mean, even though I'm still waiting on Evangelion 3.33, which I think is now the release date is pushed back to August.
I'm waiting for when they have a sale for that, because I'm not gonna pay $35 for a 2-hour Eva movie.
Yeah, I'm not.
That I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait because when it comes out, it will come out on Target because that's where I bought the second Evangelion, and that was like for $20.
Yeah. But and if you guys are listening to this and you don't know any of these animes we're talking about,
yourself.
True.
Just look at the
if you don't know what Dragon Ball is, you missed out on something very glorious in your childhood. And if you don't know what Evangelion is, go watch it if you like giant robots, because it takes your idea of giant robots and completely smashes it to pieces.
And if you refuse to watch any of those two, just look at the flowers.
Yeah, that works. Or go play the game Flower, same thing.
No, you don't get it.
I know.
Okay, good.
I just realized now after. Oh well. I just realized what you meant.
Yeah, good.
Now, let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Andrew.
I have 2, and I don't care what you say. My first one goes to TheoreticalTubes for coming onto the show. I
No problem.
wanted to say thank you. I met TheoreticalTubes because I told him he's an LPer on YouTube, And I told him he should play this really bad gun game, and he's like, "All right, I will." And now I'm laughing every time he posts a new video, because I'm like, I can't believe you started this. But anyway,
You know what LP means, right? He's a limitless player. He's got no limit.
oh,
He's badass.
oh, I know, man.
He can do shit you other boys can't. It's like, see that Dark Souls? See that? He beat that with his fucking eyes closed.
Right? He beat it with his feet. Anyway, my other shout out has to go to I think this, I beat The Last of Us, and it took me a long time. I've had it since Christmas, and the beginning is really slow, but it gets really, really good. And for the last about week, I've just not been able to put the damn thing down. It's one of the best games on the PlayStation 3. And if you haven't played it, you need to play it. Whether you are a Microsoft fanboy, a Nintendo fanboy, you're probably giving yourself a disservice by not playing probably one of the most realized worlds that have ever come out of a video game.
All right, yes, we get it. You got a raging boner for Last of Us.
Can't
Well,
wait for
yeah,
the
I
movie to
mean,
come out.
oh god, as long as Uwe Boll's not directing it. Okay, I'd rather.
Or you know what? It could be worse. It could be done by M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay, I would rather give M. Night Shyamalan or Michael Bay the rights to The Last of Us than Uwe Boll, because
True.
Because at least when you say M. Night Shyamalan or you say Michael Bay, you see a good
There's at
movie
least
every
one
once in a
good
while.
Yeah.
Uwe Boll's,
No,
you know,
I don't think anybody's gonna trust M. Night Shyamalan with like anything after what he did to Avatar.
would you rather give it to M. Night Shyamalan or Uwe Boll, Corey?
Oh. I mean, like,
Blood Rain.
I mean, all of Uwe Boll's films are just cheesily bad. But then there's M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar, which was basically $200 million bad. Oof. So either a bunch of fails or a big spectacular fail.
I'd rather have a big
That's a very
spectacular
tough decision.
fail. You know, if I'm gonna fail with, you know,
Yeah.
fireworks going off.
Exactly. So yeah, give it to Shyamalan.
Alright.
There we go.
I love how we had to agree on the worst director to direct The Last of Us. Who's the best worst director?
All right, what's your second shout out?
No, what's
I
the
did
second
both.
shout-out?
My first one was the Theoretical
Both?
Tubes. My first one,
Yeah,
my
okay.
second one was The Last of Us.
I thought the Theoretical Tubes wasn't. I thought it was just like an honorary thing. But all right, that was two shout outs. Now, Theo, what is yours?
I don't know, since we were talking about it so much, I guess I need to give a shout out to From Software, the people who made Dark Souls. Because with Dark Souls, they really showed that one, a minimalistic story game, a game with a minimalistic style, it can work. And also, you can have a game with a deep, intriguing lore, and you don't have to force it down the player's throat by forcing them to watch cinematics. Like, I don't know if you...
Actually, I think a really good example of that is Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you got, like, I don't know if you played it enough, but if you, like with Havel the Rock, you can learn, you know, it doesn't force the whole lore behind Havel down your throat. You actually can learn his lore by reading item descriptions and stuff like that. And I like that idea of, yes, the lore's there, but if you don't want to be involved in it, don't read it. If you do, read it.
In a way, it reminds me of Skyrim. Because they didn't really force the lore down your throat. They just gave you a general exposition to introduce you to the world
Oh, yeah.
and dragons and shit. And it's like, yeah, more was revealed about the Dragonborn over time, but that wouldn't really be story. That to me, that was character development for you. And you learn more about the world by reading the books, and you did that were just scattered throughout the world.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to read them, but you could.
Exactly. I'm trying to think. I don't even remember what his name was. The old guy used to be in the Blades. He shows you that wall and gives you the whole spiel about the Dragonborn. I think you can skip that whole thing. It's not like it
Yeah.
puts you into a cinematic, so it's not like they're holding your head and screaming, "Look at it." You can skip it if you want and just go right back to hitting things.
Though, if you're like me, you modified all the dragons to be Thomas the Tank Engine.
I've seen that mod. That looks awesome. Nah, No, I
Oh
played
my
it on
god, it's a
console.
dragon!
Yeah, no, that's one of the games I played on console. I really wish I had gotten it for PC though.
Oh hell, I snagged like the Legendary Edition on PC for like $10 over the summer sale.
Well, well,
Totally
well. The
worth
thing
it.
is money isn't so much an issue. It's just my computer, like I said. This is the video card in this thing. It's a Radeon 3850. This video card is so old. Radeon no longer updates the drivers.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And if you look at my channel, you can see I didn't finish one of my Minecraft Let's Plays, and that's because I can't play Minecraft anymore. You have to have your drivers up to date to play Minecraft, and these drivers can't be updated. So no more Minecraft.
You also
for
didn't
me.
finish your your Cthulhu Let's Play either.
Oh, that's I mentioned
Is
it.
it Cthulhu Saves the World?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that game.
yes, it is a very good game. Though I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was the Water Temple. There was just like for me at least, there was a difficulty spike that I've never seen before in a video game. But
It's always the fucking water temple.
yeah, I think that's just the rule.
It's always something with water.
I think it's one of those one of those like rule number one of video games. If you have a water temple, it's got to be unbeatable.
You know what? I think there should be a general rule in the industry where it's like no more water temples. Period.
It's just one of those evils that the gaming community needs to unite against. But yeah,
Isn't
go ahead.
go on. No, you go.
Oh. All right. As I was gonna say, the reason why I didn't finish Cthulhu Saves the World, it's something I do with my channel. I purposely don't show the ending of video games, and when I actually get a computer that can handle more than just games made back during the PlayStation 2 era, I also plan to try and cut out like puzzles and cinematics, so that way I'm not playing the game for you. I'm just using the game as a medium to entertain you.
See, that's my problem with Let's Plays is that and they're showing the entire game, and I just know people that are like, oh, I'm not gonna buy the game. I'll just watch a Let's Play of it. And I'm like,
Exactly.
why? Why?
Yeah, that's the way it was for me and Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I watched a lot of the Let's Players play it, and then I bought it for myself, and it was just not scary because I knew where everything was and when it was coming. So that
The only time I've ever watched the ending of a game on a Let's Play was Uncharted 3, and that's because I literally got to like the final level and I was unable, and I didn't have the time to finish it because I was at a virtual arena.
I
The
don't know,
only
So,
time
yeah.
I watch an LP to the end is if I know I'm not gonna play the game myself, or if
Like ever.
exactly, or if it's just like a really bad game, like Day One Gary's Mod or whatever it's called. Like I will watch an LP
Oh.
of that. Because
Oh no, Day One Gary's Incident,
I
right?
don't know if we
Right.
can talk about that. This video might get taken down.
Anyways, guys, that is the end of shoutouts. And that is now the end of this extremely long-ass podcast. And is the end of episode 65 of Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com. My name is Corey.
Not Manny.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Theo.
And we'll see you all next week, folks. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Good night.
Be safe,
Theo won't be back.
unfortunately.